Whether it's Arcane or Activision, it's time for us to sit down and explore the things that you need to know that happened in the gaming world last week. We're going to start things off with Microsoft as they officially announced that their Xbox Bethesda showcase will be happening on June 12th of this year. Bethesda's Starfield will reportedly be taking center stage at the showcase, and while the gameplay has yet to be revealed at this point, this could finally be our chance to get a better look at the upcoming open-world RPG. Other noteworthy IPs we could see include the upcoming co-op-driven Redfall, Machine Games' mysterious Indiana Jones title, more news on the next and probably the final update to Fallout 76, a better look at Playground Games' Fable, which I cannot wait for, and maybe, just maybe, a reveal for Elder Scrolls 6. Now, where is this all going to be happening at? Where can we watch this showcase as it unfolds? This thing is going to be taking place on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and of course, Twitch and YouTube. Now, outside of Starfield, we don't know a whole lot about the other games that are going to be making an appearance. These are all hunches at this point, but just think of it this way. We don't have an E3 for 2022, but this Xbox Bethesda showcase is going to have a lot of heavy hitters, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what is going to be in store. Next on the list, we head to Sweden because the Swedish video game and media company that is Embracer Group is set to make another acquisition in just one of many that has happened in 2022. They are set to acquire all of the Western video game developers that are part of Square Enix in a deal that just broke a few days ago. Now, what do we know about this deal? The deal will see Embracer Group acquire developers Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, Square Enix Montreal, and a catalog of IPs including Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, and Legacy of Kain, along with a back catalog of over 50 plus IPs, including Square Enix's Marvel games, Avengers, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Embracer Group closed this deal to a purchase price of $300 million on a cash and debt-free basis that will be paid in full on closing. The deal is expected to close in the second quarter of this financial year, so think like August to September. Now, what is going to be coming next for Embracer Group and their brand new developers? The only thing we really know so far is that back in early April, Crystal Dynamics released a statement saying that they are in fact making a brand new Tomb Raider game exclusively in Unreal Engine 5, most likely only for next-gen consoles, which is very exciting to see. We don't know any details yet, but that is the only thing that is in the cards for Embracer Group so far once this acquisition becomes final later this year. And that is the second thing that you need to know that happened in the gaming world last week. Now we get into it. Activision has officially confirmed that Warzone 2 will be announced later this year. The Call of Duty publisher officially confirmed that a sequel to its free-to-play Battle Royale mode Warzone is in the works during its earnings presentation of Q1 of 2022. The company revealed that it will be officially announcing Warzone 2 later this year and will be built from the ground up on the same engine as 2022's upcoming Modern Warfare 2. Now, little else is currently known about the Warzone map. However, it will reportedly also feature groundbreaking innovations, whatever that means. And while Modern Warfare 2 will officially be revealed on May 30th, there's no word currently on when Warzone 2 will officially be revealed. Now let's be honest with ourselves. Caldera was an utter disappointment. Vanguard was an utter disappointment. Cold War even was an utter disappointment. Call of Duty needs to work on what it's pushing out. Ricochet has not worked up to par. Caldera has been a disappointment as a map, as a design in itself. It just didn't compete with Verdansk in any form or fashion. This game needs to be revamped, it needs to be redone, and hopefully Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 will do that. We're not going to see another game in this franchise until 2024 at this point. So if we're going to start fixing things, we need to start doing it now, before more players leave, before more streamers step off the platform, before more people just get so disgusted with this franchise that they're not going to come back, because we're getting very close to that precipice. And let's be honest, for all the developers, for all the players who really love this franchise, it would be so disappointing to see us slip off the edge and never recover. So that is the next thing that you need to know in the gaming world that happened last week, and hopefully this is good news and a step in the right direction. Alright, so next on the list, we're talking about an animated series, one of my favorite animated series of last year. No, not one of, my favorite animated series last year. I'm talking about Arcane. Now, Netflix has been going through some struggles lately, and some questions were in the air. Would Arcane 2 be released, in fact? Would the second season be released? And Netflix, well, Riot Games has confirmed that, in fact, we will be getting a second season after all. So the first quarter of 2022 has proven to be a very tough one for Netflix, as the streaming giant was initially projected to get about 2.5 million users added to its platform, and instead, it lost over 200,000. Now, Netflix's stock plummeted across the last few months, and while multiple animated projects were shut down as a result of this, Riot has confirmed via Dextero that Arcane's second season is not one of those casualties. Now, according to a spokeswoman, Riot completely produces the series while just handling the distribution, while handling the distribution contract with Netflix. Arcane Season 2 is still in the works thanks to the collaboration of a French company, Fortiche, albeit no release date has been set just yet. Now, it's worth mentioning that Riot is also working on several cinematic projects set within the League of Legends universe that I, for one, cannot wait to see and learn more about. And that's really all we have so far at this point. It is great to hear that Arcane is still in the works for its season 2. I loved this series, and I would have been devastated if we did not get a second season. Brand new people who just learned about League of Legends, old fans who have been playing it for years and were really kind of hesitant to figure out what this all was about. They all loved it. This show, it won awards and it's still winning them. I mean, it's a really well done series, and I can't wait to see season 2. Riot can't miss. I mean, let's be honest. They can't miss. They haven't missed. And I have a feeling that they're not gonna miss. Finally, we're gonna wrap it all up. We're talking about Tales of the Borderlands, not the 2014 game. Oh no, Gearbox has officially announced that a brand new Tales from the Borderlands will be releasing later this year. 8 years after the original episodic game was released back in 2014 by the now defunct studio Telltale Games, the main developer behind Borderlands announced via PAX East 2022 that a brand new installation is, oh yes, in the works. The game will be released later this year and will feature all new characters and storylines that will be completely separate from the original Tales of the Borderlands, which took place between the adventures of Borderlands 2 and 3. That is a lot of tongue twisters in that sentence, ladies and gentlemen. I struggled through it. However, we made it. When will this game take place? When will these stories take place? What will the characters be that we will be taking the reins of? I have no idea. And to be honest, nobody does at this point because Gearbox has been very quiet about what is next. They only just announced this game. I am hesitantly excited. Tiny Tina's Wonderland proved to be a huge hit. Players love this game. And while that was a spin-off, I believe, of Borderlands 3's DLC, don't take me on that one for fact, I'm not sure, but I believe it was. This is another one of those spin-off games, and it could pave the way, and while I'm not saying soon, but it could pave the way for Borderlands 4 to be on the horizons, albeit the distant horizons, but the horizons no less. I can't wait. Let me know what you think. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot happened. From acquisitions of studios to Arcane still coming out with a season 2, Gearbox making a brand new Borderlands game, a showcase that is going to be jam-packed with a whole bunch of heavy-hitting games. There's so much to talk about. Make sure you sound off in the comments. But before you go, for next time, let's just make this official. Like, comment, and subscribe for everything that the side quest has to offer. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am Nick. I can't wait to see y'all later. But until then, stay curious, and as always, stay game. Take it easy.